Hey guys, my name's Steve. I want to make a video on a question that I hear a lot. And that question is, where do I go? Where do I start? What do I need to do to start getting in shape? What do I need to do? So obviously, exercise, okay? We know exercise is going to be a part of this answer. So we'll wait and save that for another video or maybe near the end or something. But what I wanted to talk to you about is the beginning. The first thing is your mindset. You're going to have to think. You're going to have to put yourself, you have to project yourself. Think about it. Think about it as positive. Think it's possible. And see yourself, envision yourself in the future, how you want to look. And keep that goal in mind without giving up, guys. You have to think it out, plan it out, and make the time to make it happen. There's no giving up, okay? You have to take negativity out of your head. You can't give yourself any excuses because excuses are only an option to fail, okay? Take all that out of your mind, get it out, and just do it, okay? See yourself, envision yourself, and you will get to that finish line. You need to envision yourself at that goal. So after that, after you can accomplish that, you need to focus on your nutrition. Okay, surprise, surprise, right? We're going to talk about nutrition, and when we talk about dieting, we're not going to talk about dieting so much as cutting calories. Okay, if you are eating calories in excess, yes, you need to cut your calories, okay? There are equations to do and all that kind of thing, but that's a whole nother thing, whole nother video, a whole nother process, okay? But if you are eating in excess of what your body needs, yes, you need to cut calories. So cutting the Coca-Colas and the ice cream and all this other stuff, the lattes and all this, yes, okay, you need to do it. But when we are talking about making the right food choices, and eating those type of calories, like grass-fed beef, slow digesting carbohydrates, which you can look up, carbohydrates, slow digesting, look that up on Google, you can find those. Those are good for you. Vegetables, of course, try to eat the organic ones if you can afford it, that's great. But yes, cutting calories is not an option, especially if you're a male. Let me tell you a little story. I used to be very skinny, and then I gained a lot of weight, almost up to 300 pounds. I was so out of shape, 3 blood pressure medications, and still uncontrolled. Antidepressants, anti-anxiety medications. And it wasn't till I started deciding I was going to get in shape that I started running, because cardio is what I thought I needed to do. Okay, that's a whole other topic here again of what type of exercise to do. But cardio is what I thought I needed to do, so that's what I did. And I cut my calories. And being male, cutting calories, I dropped weight very rapidly, okay? But then I plateaued, and I could not drop anymore, and I couldn't figure out why. But that's when I started listening to my body. I started eating when I was hungry. And this is where it becomes very tricky, because you have to listen to your body and eat when you're hungry, but you have to make the right food choices, number one. And number two, you have to realize you are eating because your body is signaling that you're hungry and not out of depression or out of boredom, which was my thing. I ate a lot of times out of boredom. So you have to eat when you're hungry. If you do not eat and you do not feed your brain needs food. If your brain does not get food, it will basically slow your metabolism and you gain weight, because your brain thinks it's in famine mode. It doesn't think that there's food around to be had. So it's going to do what it has to do to survive, and it will slow your metabolism in order to conserve calories for its function, for your biological functions that are necessary for survival. So if you eat when you're hungry, your body will adapt to the process that it knows. There's plenty of food, We need to function. We need to function properly. We need to function optimally. And you just eat when you're hungry, okay? When you're truly hungry and your body takes care of itself. It's really remarkable. In fact, when I was almost 300 pounds and I hit that plateau, when I couldn't lose any more weight, and I started eating more calories than I was when I was eating 300, when I was 300 pounds, you know, my body took care of itself and I started dropping more weight. And I ate more calories than I had ever eaten before. So you don't have to starve yourself. That's not the key, okay? Don't starve yourself. That's my story for this video. When it comes to what type of exercise is a whole nother video maybe and talk, but I'm big into weight training. I think that's very important. I can give you my reasons why. But cardio I think is important, but I'm not that big into cardio. So, and there's a difference, there's reasons why, and everybody has to make their own decision on why they want to decide what kind of type of exercise they're going to do or what they enjoy. So that is my story for you on how to get started into making yourself a better you. Guys, have a good night.